TaylorMade P700 series was very successful. So how do they build on it? We've covered the P770s, so we're going to talk about the TaylorMade P7MCs today. And these are supposed to play as good as they look. P7MCs were one of the most popular irons on tour for the last few years. So how do they improve on it? This is a little bit more of a tour design now, very similar to some sorts of the DNA of the P770 and the P790s. You can see definite bits of it in the P7MCs, but not as much. Progressively, these are a lot more similar to the new P7MBs, but it does have a bit more of a compact head, a thinner, tighter top line, and it is for the better player. But it's not a pure blade. It's still got a little bit of forgiveness and a lot of workability. But the main thing about this club, it is a proper forged club. Supposedly, nothing's going to feel better. This 1025 carbon steel is forged 5 times using a 2,000 ton presser. That's a lot of words, but that is double the industry standard. So this means, supposedly, it's supposed to produce the most solid, consistent feel possible in an iron. Is it going to rival the likes of Miura and Mizuno? It's a big ask. Oh, hello. Little block. I may have to get the yardage down. I'm not hitting it far at all, guys. And it's because these lofts are very conventional, 7-iron at 34 degrees. I don't really feel the need to swing fast. And is that too long? Slightly too long. It's a nice shot though. These look like to be about a 165 club, so I'm gonna be stuck in the middle there, but it's out the middle, that's all I can say. Oh, that was just so good. That was just so good. Yeah. It is forged, guys. It's a good improvement to last year's, definitely on that feel basis. I don't think there's gonna be any other differences really. You can ask me if they're gonna be more forgiving, anything. It's gonna be very similar to before, as it is just a refinement. But I do think that compact grain forging has made these clubs a real winner in terms of a MC. Very smooth. Yeah, I think these could be my favorite clubs that I've tried in a while, but let's move on to the 6-iron and get some data. They just feel good. They feel really good. Unsurprisingly, they're not gonna be the longest club in the world, being MCs. Very different to clubs I was testing last week. I was hitting 7 irons, 215 yards. You can see here it's carrying only about 180, 185, 190 or so, which is okay. That's good. PGA Tour level, because I'm using their lofts. Draw. No, don't fade. Getting a little bit out to in. These are pretty ideal numbers so far though, in terms of spin, pretty decent. Very efficient still, it's just getting that club square. Yeah, I got it square. Oof. Yeah, we're not going to argue about that one, are we? And spin climbing up there, it's just, we like this. We like this a lot. And the fact is that I can step on it there and getting it up to 100 mile an hour. Also, I can just flight it and swing smoother. And hit an almost identical shot, just a little bit shorter. You can see there's a big difference, not just talking about the MCs and previous iterations, but these clubs are workable. I can work them, I can play them how I want. I can hit a draw and I can hit a fade, hit them hard, smooth. There's a lot of options, whereas other clubs, P770s, P790s, won't be as workable and they do feel a little bit different. This is a scary club, I'll be honest. This is a scary club. Looking at the sole width, that is a butter knife, not an MB, but for a long iron, it's gonna catch some people's attention. I mean, it wasn't the shot I set up for, but it's a lovely shot. And that is actually some pretty nice numbers. Wasn't the best swing in the world. Just a little block, And it's spinning quite a lot actually for that. If you're looking at that there, 4,500, which I can't say I'm too surprised about. Yeah. Bit more out the middle, that one. Slightly out to wind still, but getting 225 yards. Yeah, good one to finish. Still not the best swing in the world in terms of my out to wind, but it's just flighted nicely, a little bit too spinny, but it's not an easy club to hit. But God, it feels good when you hit it out the middle. Okay, so data-wise, pretty much what you'd expect here, as you can see. Ball speed is pretty progressive, as is everything here, with the 8-iron and 6-iron spin being slightly too low and the 4-iron being maybe a little bit too high. But you can notice as well in the little table up here where you can see the progression of where the ball was going. When it's the shorter irons being slightly shorter and more forgiving because the club itself, you're not swinging it as fast, it's straighter. But you can see slowly and slowly my miss comes into play and my swing goes a little bit too out to in right now when I'm using those longer clubs, and it just leads to a little bit of a push. So slowly upon slowly, with it being less forgiving, my flaws come out to play. Lovely, but overall those numbers are pretty bang on. If I show you the ball club data as well, pretty expected with the 6-iron, 4-iron and 8-iron being very equidistant to each other in terms of that progression, and the efficiency itself pretty bang on. P7MCs are a very, very good iron, perhaps one of the best irons I've tested in the last year or two. It definitely suits a lower handicap player. I think someone off 10, 11, 12, probably a little bit too high handicap for this, but it all comes down to your ball striking and what's right for you when you get fitted. The lofts are very similar between the 770s, 7MCs and the 7MBs. So have a look and see what's right for you. Guys, that's it for the video today. I absolutely love the P7MCs, my favorite iron I think of this entire P700 series range, but let me know what you think. If you think the improvements are better? Let me know down in the comments. If you are new to Golf Magic, guys, smash the subscribe button to keep up to date with all of our content. That's it from me. See you in the next video.